Hello and welcome to the Fortitude Podcast. We are on episode 26.
Oh, we're counting now.
Yep, I'm back on counting because I now know what we're on. But in a couple of episodes' time, we'll be back to on some podcast. Welcome to Fortitude. To my left. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
He's good.
Kay finally got his way. He planned it. Now he's pushing me out of the way. Kay, stop punching me.
25 episodes in. And Kay is now to my left.
Suddenly found his way.
To
my right.
So,
Jason got me.
the issue is now they've both moved seats. So now to my left is...
Jason Watson.
To my
Trembling voice.
to my right.
It's Kamal again. I'm everywhere.
Yep.
And me, the real Frankie Luz.
Instagram.
Oh, fuck, I'm such a cardboard cutout cunt.
Me too, Frankie. Me too.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Rustic Soul.
That was an unironic Instagram there. I didn't mean that. And Kate.
Life of Kamal.
And the real Frankie Luz.
Or is it Frankie Loves Me?
Do you know what, Kay? I'm torn. The issue is, podcast world, that I have two Instagrams. One with 4,000 followers. Many of them, who knows if they're real people. Probably not. And the other one, which is real followers, but it doesn't look as good because it's 300 compared to 4,000. I mean, I want some free clothes and shit, people. So I'm back on Frankie Lusney.
Oh, but you're losing your soul. You had this whole big thing as to why you created the real Frankie Luz. And
Things change.
Now you've gone back on that.
The issue is, Jay.
Don't sell your soul for the freebies, man.
Don't do it, bro.
Oh! It means nothing from you. I didn't get freebies, so I can tell you. Don't sell your soul for the
It's
freebies.
definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it.
I think what's going to happen is we're going to have to do a positional change. So, Jay, would you like to scoot around over here? Because I feel like it'd be easier for me to do this.
Okay.
And Kay, would you like to also scoot around to my right? We do everything live. He went further left. I said right. I did say right.
Yeah.
Could you come to my left, please, Kay?
Well, I mean, it's the same distance.
It's not because
him to
it's
do something
this
for
might.
you.
Oh,
Because you asked him to move and you felt like you summoned him.
I'll get to this part as well.
Kay,
And
this
then-
microphone's a directional one, so
Here's the
anywhere it
problem.
points, it picks
I
up
know
the
the
most.
microphones work.
Oh, there is so
my
much
God, that was
tune.
mean.
No, I didn't mean it in a mean way.
So now, because we forgot the stand, as in I forgot the stand, we have to do it manually. So I'm just pointing it, point and click, innit?
Point and click. I like it.
And yeah, essentially, I've sold my soul. I want free clothes and stuff. I'm still gonna do the real Frankie Luz, but Jess, I want free shit. What do you think? What do you think?
How are you gonna? What sort of? Are you gonna put out the same content on both pages, or?
I was thinking I'd do more of my plastic stuff on Frankie Luz, like the more modelly shit.
Nice.
So any company I address could see my shizzle, whereas the real Frankie Luz would be a bit more laid back.
So now you got two accounts.
2 account lad. And yeah, well, do you want to, Kay? Do you want to tell the audience why we're doing this PR thing and so on? What's the point?
So this is how PR. Over the last month, I've there's an influx in the old free clothes and shoes and stuff like that, which is getting pretty crazy now. And because there's so many different brands in the old DMs at the moment, I thought, why don't we create a PR hour? Actually, that's Jason's phrase, PR hour.
It was your idea, man.
Thanks, man. It's a team idea now. We can all meet up at Starbucks, take an hour to sort of mingle and do some PR work, message some companies, reply to some companies, and get some free shit. Then do some photo shoots, hire Luke for photos, and then maybe take photos ourselves.
Nice.
And yeah.
Jay, any other words? I've got like a tally of how many free items have been dispatched to each individual. It's called my yearly tally chart. That's just started today. But I'm currently on 0. What are you on? As in this period of PR.
Since we've started 0.
Technically, K's on 0 as well. If we're going to do that,
If we go from when we first started, then K's on 0.
All right, because Kay's motivating us to get free shit because he's getting free shit. Kay, would you want to outline in the last month everything you've got?
I'll go from the last packages. So we had 3 very expensive pair of shoes. They're not too expensive, but like over £100 worth.
That is very
That is
expensive.
very
Let's not pretend.
And they're handmade. They're amazing. Really nice quality.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Didn't even get to sniff them.
They're paying Luke for the photos with video actually with also a pair of shoes, some t-shirt and a watch, which is also very nice. Couple of suits, some waistcoats. Frankie just bought a knife.
Right, I'm going to put your head on the knife.
So I've got a knife.
Then I'm going to put mine on your head, which has got the knife in it, so it goes through both of us.
Anyway, sorry,
pocket squares and ties. Some just basic fitness clothes.
Just the basic fitness.
I've got some sausages arriving, Hex sausages.
You got them for free?
Yeah, they're arriving soon. Also a hamper from a protein cheese company. Some
Where are these ones coming from?
Tracksuits from One Athletic. And I can't remember some other shit as well.
I would say I'm happy for you, Kay, but until I also receive such items, I will have nothing but bitterness to the situation.
Jeez, Frankie, come on now.
That is the real Frankie Luz.
I'm partially... I'm partially challenging, doing it just to challenge it and see how much free shit you can actually get with an Instagram account. And I think LinkedIn will be a nice one to tap into as well, because then you can find people that are in charge of your marketing departments and stuff like that. So you can get free to more people.
Nice. Jay?
I just agree.
I also agree, because I don't know what to do without Kay. And I need his influence on me, especially when it comes to getting free shit, because Kay's good at it.
Thanks, man. I think it will be good for Chow, though. We'll keep pushing Chow to get more stuff. So if you have an Instagram account, we'll be running a membership system where for only £99 a month, we can coach you how to get free shit.
Kay takes the majority, which is £99. There is an admin fee of £2, which will be separated 50-50 between me and Jason.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
That's not as fun now. I have to do this because I feel like when the mic is fully to the right, you can't really say anything over here.
That's a good point. Let's keep
I
in the
can
middle.
lean in, but you can't.
Okay, I'm not talking. I'm going to listen. I'm a listener now.
Oh wait, do you
Oh
want me
no! Oh, that's why.
He was waiting for the question.
Oh no!
That's not why. I'm not talking because the mic is leaning over to the right. And, I can't really get in so much. Plus, it got highlighted to me that I talk too much recently. And
who did you get highlighted by, Jay?
well, Kay told me, and I felt really bad. I've felt bad ever since then. Absolutely terrible. Told me I attacked him. I'm abrupt. All right. Okay. I enjoy the podcast. I really enjoy it. I get excited. We banter. We argue. We debate. And then I have been known to cut people off while they're talking in an excited flurry, and that got perceived as an attack. And I'm sorry.
Has this not been addressed yet? I thought this was we already done a podcast since then.
This is the first podcast since then.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
This is why I keep saying I won't look forward to this one.
Oh shit!
Someone keeps popping.
It's a windy. It's a windy.
Yeah. So Kamal and Jason had a scuffle. You know, they had a falling out. Had a conversation about how we. You did actually say we interrupt you when I was merely a sitter by. Is that even the word? A passerby. I was merely in the background, and I had no input into the whole situation. But yet, Frankie, the real Frankie, can no longer say anything he wants. There is now. I'm going to start bleeping swear words.
That's because it was by saying we, or me, as in by pairing it as me and you, it made it look less of a direct attack at me. So
I have to agree.
It was to soften the blow of the situation at hand. I know my place. I've been told.
I have.
We're all friends.
I have to agree that Jay, I listened back on a few podcasts, and you 100% do interrupt. I find it funny. Obviously, Kay hates you.
Yeah, well, I always thought when you look at anything debatey, talky, and shit, I mean, you get excited and the flow of it is that it gets a bit like that. But I can see why someone would eventually get agitated when you continually stop them from their chance to talk. So I'm gonna. Really? I mean, that was a cut off right there.
Oh no, you're counting now.
No,
it's going to be counting.
I'm going to be tracking. Every time I hear it happen to me, I'm going to go. I was tapping the table.
You're going to tap. So the viewers don't know, but Kay knows. And then there'll be a fight.
No, this turns the screen to me. No, I think we just had a we had a conversation. There was a concern raised, and now handled, and now we're still friends, obviously, and here we are.
The thing is about the word friends is I'm joking.
I'm gonna stab myself in the throat.
No, that's what you want me to do.
No, just so I can stain your clothes, guys.
Yeah.
Jay, you've come up with I'll let you say the name of it.
Oh yeah.
In replace of the K list, because obviously we're not allowed to do that anymore.
Yeah, you are.
No, we're not allowed to do the K list, bro.
The K list is no longer a thing. So with that in mind, we're going to move on to the question portion. But I've got a surprise for you at the end. So let's move on to what we've been up to this week.
I thought you had a name, or was that a surprise?
No, the name's going to be a surprise at the end. So the thing is, all right, okay. So the K list is out, and let's move on to what we've been up to this week.
What have I been up to? I have been ill for a little bit of it. I've been playing Red Dead. So have you?
I have badly.
You've been up to 4 a.m. I believe.
Most nights.
You're currently wearing a cowboy attire, it looks like.
I'm very much into it.
I like it. And you've actually said you enjoy having your character bathed.
He gets bathed by people, and it's really cool.
And do they do like any hand jobs? I actually haven't had.
To my disappointment, it doesn't go beyond a casual bath.
Oh, really? They just bath you?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, if you can pay an extra top fine $1 to get bathed by a female.
It's a great game. Like all in all, it's a really good game.
It is a very good game. I've been testing the limits. I've been not really doing anything in it other than walking around and seeing what I can get away with.
Excuse me.
That was and I enjoy it thoroughly. I found this black woman being. Not that she's black had anything to do with the situation, but she was of dark skin color. And
dark skin.
Is that that's not racist? Is it dark skin?
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't know about that, but
is that racist?
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't mean it as racism. Anyway, so I find this.
I knew you were going to refrain yourself.
I just cut something. I just cut a terrible joke out. So if it went blank, I'm not allowed. You can't say that. I can't say that, Jay. You probably know what I said, audience. Yeah. As a bit of jest. Anyway, she was being robbed on a horse. Oh God, I'm gonna keep doing that now. The little tap thing, I like that. Cool, yeah, so she's been kidnapped. So I actually killed the kidnapper, but then also decided to free her and then also hodge tie her back up and kidnap her myself. I then threw her in mud and watched her flail around. I also then took her to the sea and threw her in the water.
That's what I've done. That's what I was going to talk about next.
Oh shit!
I was like, I went up to someone's camp and he got his gun at me, so I hog-tied him and walked into the lake. Really nice. It was already like sunset, so it's scenic. So on a slow walk, and just threw him into the lake.
And just watch them drown, and they do flail about, don't they?
Yeah, and you hear it. They go,
and then I kept saving her and then doing it again.
I didn't do that.
But she never acknowledged me saving her. It was just back to like square one. I would like some acknowledgement, please.
I like kind of leaving them on train tracks and then walking off, just knowing that. I mean, it doesn't actually happen, but in my head, I know they get smashed to pieces by a train.
Have you fed them to any alligators yet?
No, they haven't yet.
You can hodge tie them and leave them in front of an alligator.
That's incredible.
I've seen them do it on YouTube, and then I pause right before it happens so I can see the thrill myself. Because I haven't done it myself yet.
That's incredible. I want to do that tonight.
Tell me when you do it, and I'll do it with you, and we'll both get hard.
That sounds good. So apart from gaming, have we done anything good this week?
I've done. We've started Fortitude TV, which is this podcast is going to be up on. And yeah, I'm taking the ropes back off Jay. You're not happy with that, are you, Jay?
Well, to be fair, I'm happy because I know your standard is extremely high, and you can sneeze, bro. It's fine.
No,
we're only joshing. Cheers. Frankie's extremely talented at editing and etc. So it is exciting because it's a fresh new channel with new quality uploads. Although I will say when we get more frequent series up there, I will be willing to take the reins on the vlogs again. But in the meantime, folks, enjoy these vlogs because they are going to be incredible.
Oh, you stop it, you. I was talking to Jay earlier, okay, and So we were talking about test your mic, and out of nowhere, Jay goes, when we do the chat show bit on it, and when we do that, and I was like, huh? Well, the chat show. Just tell Kay what you had in mind for the chat show on Test Your Mic.
Well, I just figured like Test Your Mic is now going to be perceived as like it's going to be like a sports channel, essentially. So,
but Jay's just assumed that this has happened and
Well,
just
we-
talked like we were all aware of it.
we spoke about it, and so it's going to be like a league now. So you're going to be competing in this Test Your Mic series, and each time you compete, you get scored points based on your position. So you move up and down the league table. So I figured every sort of good sports channel, NFL, the Premier League, all have talk shows that go with it. And don't
Kay hates
That
it.
is a good shout. 'Cause, whenever I see you watch NFL, they always do that. It takes up most of the proportion as well, doesn't it?
I just worry that what can we say about it to keep it interesting, because like you'd be like, oh,
We had the same worry about this, didn't we? I feel like we'll naturally start talking about
yeah.
the athletes and the event.
So I figured like when you see because we have it on video, and then we talk about that time when we analyze the thing that happened. It only took about 3 minutes long, like a little either like a little IGTV series or maybe on the main channel. I don't know if it can be used as a way to link our socials. Just talk about like and you flash back to Danny, like if he'd done something incredible during the thing, what made him go into first place versus Jason, who dropped down to last. And we talk about how Jason hasn't won at all. And like, yeah. So
Even in your own chat show, why do you have to lose?
I like the thought of that. If you're in last place, you get humiliated. Like if we throw throw rotten throw rotten.
assumed on being last. You just assumed.
said it.
You just said I jokingly said about being last, and then you move on to a whole new subject in which you then bring back. Oh, you just want Jason to be humiliated when he comes last.
I just want to throw rotten apples at someone.
I mean, that's a bit mean. That can't be painful.
Well, I just wanted to feed a woman to a crocodile. What do you expect?
Pixels.
How do you play it? Can you play it on a laptop?
What's that?
The red. What's it called?
Red bread. Red bread redemption.
Redemption.
Nah, it's just on the consoles.
Redemption.
I'll let you borrow it sometime.
Cheers, man.
Um,
You got a console?
yeah, PS4.
Hmm.
What are we talking about? Test your mic. So vlogs, podcast is going to be up on Fortitude TV. We're currently doing a skit. We're filming some bits today. I'm not allowed to tell you too much about it. But we're just making a J.
It's going to be
Making
really
a Jason.
Good. Making a Jason. It's going to be really, really good.
So I'm going to edit that, and I'm not putting that out until I'm happy with it anyway. So there's no rush for that one.
Yeah.
We've got a mastermind. We want to if anyone's seen Mastermind, the TV program, it's like the quiz show. I'd love to do something like that with the team. That'd be funny as long as that's filmed well as well. And
What's that like? Mastermind?
it's just like it's filmed in a dark room, and you have
I've seen the show. Is it like involving just the team, the staff?
just like so you'll have one host. It can be anyone.
Nice.
I mean, I did kind of picture myself as the host, but I always do because I'm quite vain and I'd like to be the center of attention. But that's up for discussion if anyone wants to do that. But I will be very upset if anyone does want to do that. But yeah, I mean, it's up for grabs, but please don't.
I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be the host.
Ah, cheers, man.
You're going to be editing as well. So
Cheers, bro. I needed that.
You should host it because you're inviting us to your show.
I agree. You should be the host.
I also want Danny, after seeing him cry today. Danny cried on cue. We need to use that.
Let's use Danny for crying.
So yeah, but that's Fortitude TV. We're currently trying to get 250 subscribers. So in the comment section below, let us know. Oh shit, it will be the comment section below. It'll be YouTube.
Oh shit.
Let us know.
B's gonna win again, so we'll owe her a second t-shirt.
We owe her, do we, Kay? I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
Jay's paying for Luke Pirates.
I am paying for Luke Pirates.
Kay.
I owe you half of.
So we have Fortitude Fit Co launched as well. Have we been on the podcast since that, Eve?
No, we haven't spoken about it since it's been officially
who wants to
out.
talk? Do you want to talk about it?
Congratulations, the boys.
Do you want to talk about the Fit Co?
We have t-shirts now. They finally arrived. They're beautiful. The stitching's amazing, and it's black.
How much?
£20. Buy them. They should have been 25, but we don't have a website yet.
And we're very generous. We're very value.
Very value. So we thought for the loved ones, we're going to offer it for £20. And thank you everyone for buying it, because we've had quite a few sales already, haven't we?
Yes.
Jason's keeping a tally of all the sales sheets and stuff, because Jason does his accounts really well. So we've made quite a few sales. Took loads of pictures. So hopefully our Instagram should be lit.
And if you don't buy one, then you obviously don't like us. So what's the point of you fucking being here? So fuck off. That's how I sell. There's a reason I don't sell a lot. Oh, was that wasn't a target attack at anyone? That was actually
now it is.
yeah. Now you've said
I
it.
was gonna say the way you said it was kind of
Oh, did it sound like? Oh, come off! I mean, I just had to bleep a word I said about black people.
No, that's all right. Let's keep it in there.
I'm a jest.
What's that?
What's that?
Why? In what kind of way?
A jest, jester, like Joker.
Oh, okay.
You thought that meant something else, didn't you?
Yeah.
You thought that meant like I'm ugly or something like that.
Oh, no, why would you say that?
You said it earlier. You said I'm ugly.
We had a photo shoot earlier on outside my house.
In case I'm fingering my hair, saying, "Oh, this ain't good enough. This ain't fucking good enough." And I was like, "Sorry, it's just like you need to fucking sort your act out, you little cunt." So he said to me, in the comment section below, let me know what you think Kay should say to me next.
On the Frankie Loves on Instagram and Rustic Souls Instagram, you should see the photos.
Ooh, yeah, little plug. That's what's happened this week. What?
I don't know where you're pointing the mic at.
The thing is, because now there's a point and situation of the microphone.
There's pressure to talk.
There is pressure to talk, and I'm just kind of floating it around there.
It's a very different kind of podcast now, isn't it?
I don't like it. My hand hurts. I'm getting sweaty.
I'll hold it for you if you want.
Ooh.
Okay.
The host should always, you know, you can't go grabbing man's mic like that. I just pointed at Kay, you know, you got to give context. What's your thing, situation?
What do you mean?
What's your little game thing?
New
one. I spoiled the first one.
You already ruined it, and it's already. I mean, it's already ruined by now. So I'm maybe in a couple of weeks I'll reintroduce it.
Whoa! What the hell, man? Why?
No, I need more bits for it.
You haven't it's pretty much just a K list.
That's not the K list. Nothing's happened. We haven't got a K list anymore.
Why do I
if we accidentally put a K list in this week because the viewers come for the K list.
Why don't we have a K list anymore?
It's just
been banned, innit?
It got heated in here. It got dangerous. Things got said. Things got weird.
It was just a one-time thing.
I
was drunk and I was drinking.
We're now a informational podcast, and that is it.
Yeah.
Did you know Dubai creates fake rain every 2 weeks, every fortnight? Because it doesn't rain there, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really expensive to do that. That's how rich they are.
It's a genuinely interesting fact, actually.
Yeah, I wanna say typical K, but I just feel like that I've learned something.
Yeah, that was very good.
Anyway, my K list is.
You didn't have one.
Trying to think.
We're out of it.
Trying to think of a K thing that's happened.
Actually, think about it. You haven't.
I never really do the K list anyway. It's normally just Jay. Yeah. He's kind of spoiled the entirety of the podcast. I'm going to delete this podcast.
I've ruined the podcast for a second time.
No.
My actions previously, and now my removal of the list.
What did you guys think of the party?
Oh, Rosie's party. We had that. I mean, I was only there for an hour.
It was really well organised, wasn't it?
It was very well organised.
She cooked so much shit. It was amazing.
You both got smashed. Kyle was smashed.
Kyle was a fit
Everyone was smashed. But me. Do you see the end of the vlog?
Yeah, when you said that.
I went smashed.
Jay didn't even watch the vlog.
I wasn't smashed. I did watch the vlog.
You said you were smashed in the vlog. You went, I'm smashed!
Yeah, but at one point you screamed out, I don't know, you just screamed out your name for no reason. And I was laughing about that later on that evening at about probably 1, 2 in the morning. Really? I was just giggling because I just found that hilarious.
Oh shit! Well, no, Rosie asked me and the music was loud, so I went Rumpelstiltskin.
But I didn't hear Rosie ask you, so I just heard you just shout it for no reason.
I got Tourette's.
You got so annoyed that no one knew who you were. You just had to say it.
My favourite memory of the party is Frankie walking in from one room to the other with that neutral smile on his face. Not socialising with anyone, just literally just walking
started walking around
from the lounge to the piano room.
I can't remember that.
Yeah,
must have been smashed.
Must have.
Oh, I wish I was.
Yeah, so I wish I was smashed with my face on the wall.
I'm dead.
Yeah, it's a perfect kind of smash. This is my night at the bar.
How do you want to die?
My night at the bar.
Ooh, that's a great question.
My face on the bar, but halfway around the bar, like
I feel like that's the answer.
Mushed into it. That's my night at the bar.
All right then. So it comes on to our question of the week, which we only ever do at some weeks. How would you like to die? I personally would like to die in piranhas. So I would like to.
It's a fucking savage way to die.
I would like to actually fall with the weight equivalent of stones on me to not pull me down fully, but to make my swim quite hard, so I can have the illusion of swimming away from the piranhas, and try, and I will try because I don't want to die, but I also want to die. So I'm trying to swim away from these piranhas.
Start chewing on one body part. Which one?
I mean, they're probably going to start chewing on me legs first, so I need them. So I'm gonna have to do like an arm pump, get my arms pumped up, so I can really swim and overhand swim with them. But I actually want a shark to be involved in the mix somehow. But I don't know. Let's say it was a big swimming pool. It was like a contest. I jumped in. Yeah, in a swimming pool. No, but it was like some weird federation where they release. There's like cages in the swimming pool underneath, and like, release the piranhas, and they come eat my legs. Release the crocodile. He comes over, and then obviously Karma from Red Dead, he starts munching on my arm, and then release the shark.
Would you reckon we'll win a fight between a crocodile and a shark? Same size.
Oh, I mean that's never gonna happen though. That's definitely a crocodile. What do you reckon?
I think it depends on the situation. Like, for a shark to fight a crocodile, it would have to go to shallow waters because the crocodiles hang out in rivers or shallow ends of the water. So the shark would probably lose because it'd be weird. But if a crocodile found itself in the middle of the ocean somehow, then I'd imagine a shark would probably just come from underneath it and just chop him in half.
I love how you didn't need to explain the size issue of the crocodile being the same size as the shark, but you had to describe the environment issue of where they were.
Well, so that would be the issue, because like a shark would likely lose against a crocodile in its own environment.
What about in between, like in the middle ground, where there's just enough water for both to survive?
Well, if the shark can operate at full speed, then I imagine if it got behind the croc, it'd probably win.
So it's all about angles. So whoever got the best maths is probably gonna have a good crack.
Yep.
How do you want to die?
I mean, there's been a million reasons, and now all of a sudden, under pressure,
you finally get to say.
I can only think of none really. I mean, I'd like to think of a light one. Let's think. I'd like to don't know. So I'd like Kay to hang me from the gym, like from my feet, dangle me down because I've done something wrong. But I'd like my face to be kind of half in, half out of a puddle, so I'm kind of slowly choking where I get little bits of air, so it's a slow, painful choke. Whilst that's happening, I think that's about it. Yeah, just
so you want to hang from your feet and slowly die in a small puddle?
Yeah, so it's like really degrading and slow.
I actually want you to be naked during this.
Yeah, naked
so,
too.
And
so
the gym's still open.
So it's cold as well. So I've got like a little tiny pickle dick, and like.
Do you want to watch me sign a contract for a second gym opening? Like something really horrible happening.
That was some sick fantasy.
That sounds
shit
like more like something you would like, and which actually I think if I want to kill myself, I think I'd do it now. I'd like you to ram this microphone down my mouth until I can't breathe. Do it.
How far would it go?
Do it. Everyone to hear it.
Oh god, that turned me on.
Let's see how far it goes. Let's see.
I don't. What are you doing? Oh Jesus, Kay. Ask me before you do that. Shove up my ass next time. Okay, how do you want to die? Through not a blocked nose.
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You've had two.
I don't know.
You've had two people's deaths to think of one.
I was really captivated with everything that you guys said.
Can I answer for you very quickly?
Yeah, go on.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
That was one of my sick jokes.
I liked it. I get it. I know what you mean. Yeah.
What?
Ah, Kay. You had a whole thing about interrupting. I interrupted and said, Kay.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I actually did have a thing I wanted to say. I feel like it was based on a contract signing of some sorts. But whereas you don't actually die, you actually live a successful life.
Let's just take this moment of silence. I think I'd rather die of overeating. Like having so much pizza and sweets and shit, and then I have the most euphoric heart attack and then die.
No, but you still want to be shredded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like that's pretty much where you're leading to anyway. Yeah. Because I mean, you eat a lot of shit and yet remain in pristine shape. But I imagine your heart and lungs can't be doing that well.
Yeah, my organs are probably not okay.
But then again, you eat. Do you eat out? You eat secretly healthy on the side?
Yeah. Yeah, I eat pretty good at home. I meal prep.
So the way I see it, audience, is that Kay sees his vulnerable friends and thinks, right, I can take a bullet today. I'll have a burger. I know I can deal with it, genetically speaking. I know these two Oompa Loompa fat fucks can't take it. So he feeds us the burger. We grow in a spherical manner.
You both cut down, haven't you?
No, my face is getting fat again.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I look like, imagine like you had your thumb out and you just pushed it against a see-through glass. And you look, and then you looked from the bottom up at the thumb, and you just saw a smudged, circular, pale thumb. That's what my face looks like.
That's such a good analogy, but it's not true.
Well, it is.
I'm getting skinny fat. Like my arm, my muscle mass is going down in size, but my gut is like expanding. I do. I do. You've seen me.
Oh, when?
I mean, yesterday.
I wasn't in the gym yesterday.
Well, Monday.
I wasn't there then.
Both Monday and Tuesday.
I have not seen you. I wasn't there. No, because I swear you were talking to me.
It's because you haven't.
I haven't been training myself.
Yeah. You haven't been here as much because you've been doing your Let's Play with Frankie.
How dare you?
That's a true statement.
I've been doing Fortitude TV for these last few
There
days.
hasn't been any videos of that from Fitz. That's from Fitz, Frankie one. The plays with Frankie.
The fits of pranking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fitz and Frankie. There hasn't been any unicorn videos.
Unicorn? What
Let's play with Frankie.
Oh, Reba. She's going to start making sound effects.
Nice. There hasn't been any.
No. I'm bored of that.
Okay.
And then you're back on the YouTube again for.
I'm just going to flip flop.
So yeah.
The way I see it is I've actually learned a valuable lesson, is that I'm only wasting my time if I've done 50 videos and not seen I haven't seen any improvement. Surely I'm wasting my time. What if I do another 50 videos and get one more view? Surely I can use my time better elsewhere, because that was taking up a shit ton of time.
Yeah.
So
I thought you'd, I don't know what I was going to say.
I mean, it taught me that to value the amount of followers and views we get on the Fortitude TV, which is actually good for you guys, because now 30 people are watching it, whereas before I would have been, that's not enough. Mm-hmm. But compared to one person watching my gamer videos, 30 is quite nice.
That's actually quite a few people, yeah.
And yeah, even getting a few followers already on it. I know it's only like 15 or 20 or whatever it is. But the growth is in one video compared to 50. So I'm happy at doing this anyway.
I'm glad you're happy, Frankie.
Yeah, so I mean, Piranha death thing isn't coming just yet, but give it a few years. That's my rich death fantasy, when I can afford to put that contest on.
You would kill yourself in the most fantastical way. Fantastical. That's in the dictionary.
Quote.
Not the English one.
I think I'd ask Frankie to write my death for me. I'd be like, think of anything that would just humiliate me, make me be nearly dead but not dead, and cause the most amount of embarrassing pain ever. I'll ask you to do that for me.
Oh, cheers, man. I've actually bringing a tear to me. I've always kind of wanted to do something like that. If I can make that happen, Jay, I'll do it. You have my word and my bond of my...
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Iron soul, I call it. My iron soul.
Yeah, I do appreciate
that. Do you know the weirdest thing about this entire situation is? If Frankie designed your death like the most gruesome way ever, you wouldn't take offense to it, but because he wouldn't mean it. But if I designed your death and it was just a very simple sniper shooting you in a quiet area where nobody would see you dying, and you gracefully fall into a coffin, which I've stitched myself with leather.
The way I see it, Kate, is that you've stitched it yourself merely to make an Instagram post about you stitching. So you can not only conquer the stitching market, you could also conquer the coffin market.
And take out your partner at the same time.
Oh, there it is.
3 stones with one bird.
I mean, that's because I asked Frankie to write me. I asked Frankie to write me a death. I heard the three birds. I'm one of them, and he didn't actually come up with one there and then. You just went, well, you'd be mad at me if I decided that I would have a sniper guy set up 50 miles back.
Couldn't think of his own death, but thought yours very
good. And then your coffin would already be ready for you to lay into, which I hand stitched myself. I mean, if I thought about that, you'd be well mad at me. Well, I mean, you did think about it, and you just said it.
That's like a massive plot twist reveal when you're like, oh shit, that's how it works.
When you realise what really happens in this guy's head.
Yeah. Anyway, I think this podcast has been what I feel long, but also slow. It's like when we've been going to talk, we kind of like dead aired it, like this now, and then someone speaks and chirps in. So audience, I mean that was fucking miserable. Have a fucking great day.
Come on, Danny Dyer.
I'll hopefully just crash on the way out of Cage Drive.
Hopefully he'll crash into me and we'll also both die. And then Kay, I suppose you'll just be successful. Like you already are. Anyway, fuck myself to my left.
Fuck myself, and then to our right.
What does that mean?
The wonderful life of Kamal. That's what your new Instagram.
The wonderful life of Kamal.
Mine is the real Frankie Luz, but not only have we established from the start of this episode, I no longer am real. I am now Frankie Lusney. Back to the fake one, where I actually have 300 followers, but 4,000. Work that one out.
And leave it in the comment section below once you have worked that one out.
Yeah. And also in the comment section below, somehow subscribe from the comment section. Somehow click something around there to subscribe to the channel to possibly win a t-shirt at 250 subscribers. You might win it, you might not. You're probably not going to, because there'll be 250 people. B will probably win it, like we established also earlier on. And Kay, you owe her one shirt.
What?
Sweet. That's it. Peace out.
You didn't introduce Jay's Instagram. What the hell?
We already said it at the start.
Have we not?
It doesn't matter.
I did.
You said it at the start.
Oh, we didn't do mine. Oh,
we've done the wonderful life of Kamal, the real Frankie Luz / Frankie Luz, and then cut.
See you then. The rustic soul. The rustic.
Soul.